Hi everybody, it's Carl with Carl's Custom Amps, and I want to show you something. It's not uncommon for someone to bring in an amp that someone's built that's kind of an amateur build, and for it to have really major problems. Oftentimes, it's been to other repair shops, and the problem is that the amp is misdesigned. This is that kind of amp right here. This amp's supposed to be a 5E3 copy. It's got an added passive effects loop, which of course is useless. And when it came in, it had a blown output transformer, which that's the way it had been originally sold to the customer. And it was completely unstable. It sounded horrible. Once we got the output transformer changed, there were a bunch of other things that needed to be changed. I don't want this to happen to you, so I want to point out a few things that will help you spot an amp that's probably going to have design problems. Now that said, everybody who makes an amp starts somewhere. And so this isn't a criticism of whoever built this amp. This is building amps it's always a learning experience. So let's take a look at this. What can I see right off that would tell me that this was built by an amateur? When you build any amp, what you want to have is you want to have signal flow that goes from the lowest point to the highest point in a line. This could be that if on the inside it's all like tag boards or point to point, but it's not. In fact, the wires cross each other. But the real dead giveaway here is that the AC plug is not by the power transformer. You always want the AC to be running next to the power transformer and to the switch, and not have those AC wires run across any of the sensitive signal wires. So you can tell right off that the AC is going to cross the effects loop. It's going to be crossing the preamp and the power amp. That's just bad design. The next thing you notice right away is the position of the transformers. You've got a power transformer, but then the output transformer is put right next to it. This assures that there's going to be some coupling of noise between the two. And so in any amp that was well designed, you know that you wouldn't see this. So if you ever see an amp and the AC is not on the side where the power transformer is, or you've got some very strange positioning of the transformers, and it's not built by someone you know well, you might want to avoid it. It's probably going to have noise problems. No matter what we did to this amp, it's always going to be noisier than an amp that was built better. Let's take a look at the inside real quickly. I'm just going to turn it over for you. Closer look at the inside. And as you can tell, again, here's where we've got a board that is kind of the standard 5E3 layout. That's fine. But what's happened here is that because they place these askew each other, and it runs all the way here, the signal wires for this preamp tube, they cross all the way over the power tubes. We know that can't be good. In addition, you've got transformer wires that are crossing over preamp tube wires. And just in general, it's just kind of a bad setup. So anytime you see something like this, and the signal flow isn't from lowest all the way to highest, you're probably going to want to avoid it. Okay, I hope this helps somebody when they're looking around. There are plenty of amateur built amps out there that are quite decent amps. But be careful with what you buy and really look at it before you do. All right, thank you.